Tariffs, they're like border walls for stuff. And just like those walls, their effectiveness is debatable. Trump's love affair with tariffs, well, that's a whole other story. He slapped them on everything from Chinese electronics to Canadian steel, claiming it would bring back jobs and punish bad trade deals. But did it? Let's dive into the dumpster fire that is Trump's tariff tango. Now, tariffs aren't new. Countries have been using them forever to protect their own industries. Trump's approach, let's just say it was about as subtle as a sledgehammer in a china shop. He argued that other countries were taking advantage of the U.S. and tariffs were his way of fighting back. But like most things Trump touches, the reality is a bit more complicated. So what exactly did Trump target in this trade war? Pretty much anything he could get his tiny hands on. We're talking Chinese electronics, from smartphones to washing machines. Canadian lumber and steel, yep, those too. Mexican car parts, you betcha. The list goes on and on, like a CVS receipt after a particularly stressful day. The rationale? Well, according to Trump, it was all about protecting American jobs and businesses. He claimed that these tariffs would force companies to move back to the U.S. and create a manufacturing renaissance. He also argued that it would pressure other countries to make better trade deals with America. Sounds great in theory, right? Except, as usual, reality had other plans. The economic impact of Trump's tariffs? Let's just say it wasn't pretty. Sure, some industries initially benefited from reduced competition, but overall the tariffs ended up hurting the very people they were supposed to help. American consumers and businesses. Prices went up on everything from cars to groceries. Farmers lost markets for their crops, and businesses faced higher costs for imported materials. It was a lose-lose situation for pretty much everyone except maybe a few select industries. The numbers don't lie. GDP growth slowed down. Job losses mounted, particularly in manufacturing. And the trade deficit, the very thing Trump promised to reduce, actually increased. It turns out that starting a trade war with half the world isn't exactly a recipe for economic prosperity. Who knew? Now, you didn't think other countries were just going to sit there and take it, did you? Of course not. They retaliated with tariffs of their own, targeting American goods like soybeans, bourbon, and Harley-Davidson motorcycles. This hurt American businesses and farmers even more, leading to billions of dollars in government bailouts. It was a classic case of economic self-harm, all in the name of, well, it's still not entirely clear what the goal was. The long-term implications of Trump's tariff tango are still playing out. But one thing's for sure, it's a mess. The trade war damaged relationships with key allies, disrupted global supply chains, and cost American businesses and consumers billions of dollars. It's a stark reminder that trade wars are rarely, if ever, easy to win. And in this case, it seems like everyone lost.